When testing your application, simply running your tests is not enough. What to test and how to test needs to be carefully planned, and the results of our tests need to be put into perspective. For this, we use requirements. In this lesson, we will cover how to create and organize your requirements in Tricentis Tosca. Additionally, we will see how to link the requirements to our test cases to ensure traceability of the results. The requirements section of Tosca provides a dashboard for simple and effective test management. It is used for planning test processes, monitoring progress, and risk coverage optimization. Requirements are criteria, both functional and non-functional, that are relevant to a testing project. These refer to the business requirements that we need to check to ensure that our application is running properly. By weighting our requirements, in other words, specifying the level of risk and importance to all aspects of our project, we can make sure that we're taking a risk-based approach to testing. This allows us to lower the risk that a release of our application will result in losses or damages. Requirements are organized in requirement sets, which represent different aspects of the application, for example, front-end, back-end, or non-functional. Linking the test cases and execution lists to the requirements shows the progress and the state of the entire project. No test case should be created that doesn't cover a requirement. This will also allow us to see the execution results more vividly. That is, which test cases link to high-risk requirements passed or failed in execution. You've been provided with the requirements for the SAP instance. The weight of each requirement is calculated based on two values: the frequency class and the damage class. The frequency class shows us how often each requirement is expected to be used. The more frequently it will be used, the higher the weighting. The damage class column is related to the degree of financial risk associated with each requirement. These weightings typically would come from the business analyst. Weights are scaled, and for both frequency and damage classes, you can enter integers between 1 and 10. In this example, we will, however, use ranges between 1 and 5. The weight is then calculated automatically using an exponential function to show the relative importance of each requirement to all others at the same level. In this way, we know where to test first and ensure we maximize risk coverage. The Pareto principle says that 80% of our risk comes from 20% of our application. If we take this risk-weighted approach, we can prioritize our testing to cover most of the risk. Risk levels are calculated using requirements. You see that, for example, the product development and manufacturing in ERP requirements has the highest weight compared to all the other requirements. The contribution column shows the relative percentage of risk coverage to each requirement in a requirement set according to its and its parents' weights. To link together requirements and test cases, drag and drop your test cases, or template instances, to the relevant requirement. As soon as the test case is complete, it should be linked immediately to the corresponding requirement. As we mentioned before, it's also crucial to link your execution list to the relevant requirements. We just need to drag and drop the execution lists, which are related to the test cases we linked earlier, to the requirement set. In this way, Tosca will automatically link them and display the execution results along with the corresponding requirements.